So it seems everyone liked listening to me take a dump on people blindly hating on Starfield, so let's do it again. The support on the last Starfield video was insane, so I guess it was inevitable that I do this again. But also, it's not like the internet's making this very difficult for me, because Starfield is continuing to make a lot of people really angry for seemingly no reason. Well, I mean, we know the reason. The reason is that Xbox is finally starting to compete with Sony in terms of first-party exclusives. And as much as I hate console exclusivity, I think it's just completely backwards and outdated, and the only reason it still exists is so these consoles don't actually have to improve themselves. They can just hold games hostage. But people's blind defense of corporations will never not be funny, so we're gonna make fun of more people. And again, it's not like they're making it difficult for me to make videos like this. Literally all you have to do is look at Starfield's Twitter or look at people talking about Starfield on Twitter, and within like 2 or 3 scrolls of your finger, you'll find people just blindly taking a dump on it. So I went over to the Starfield Twitter and I found this new tweet looking for content creators to apply to get the game early, which, I mean, I don't know why you would apply to get the game early when the early access period is the same as the paid early access period. Like, I get wanting to get content creators on the game early, but if they wanted to do that, wouldn't they just buy the game early? But anyways, as a content creator, Starfield is coming September 6th. You can apply to be considered for a premium edition game code inclusive of early access period starting on September 1st on the Key Mailer campaign. And of course, one of the top replies is Samuel. Is Starfield next gen? No high frame rates, no ray tracing? Question mark? No 4K? Question mark? No utilization of SSD? Question mark? Will cost you $70. And look, I think it's bullshit that the game is 30 FPS on console. I think there's no good reason for there not to be at least a performance setting. Next gen game, first party RPG, like there should be 60 FPS on this game. But the rest of this shit, no, incorrect. I mean, also high frame rates are completely available on the PC version, so I'm not sure where you're getting this no high frame rates from. It's not like the ratio's doing you any good here.
That's gotta hurt!
I love just the complete ignorance here. No 4K, wrong across the board. No utilization of SSD. You literally have to have an SSD to run the game on any platform. Like, there's SSDs in the consoles, and you have to have an SSD to play it on PC, so literally, where are you getting this? I did notice the Insomniac Wolverine profile picture, so I went ahead and went to his profile, which, good golly gosh, it was a gold mine. Is anyone pre-ordering Starfield? Definitely not. Xbox Series sales see 1,335% increase following Showcase/Starfield Direct. More like 1%. Fucking got him. The Starfield Direct is managing to convince even PlayStation diehards. Don't believe it has, laughing crying. 30 FPS for a next-gen shooter was the final nail in the coffin. Because there's no 30 FPS on the PS5. That is nonsense. Don't even suggest such a thing. First-party PlayStation performance is so much better. Like, unlocked 40 FPS. Which is still one of the funniest things I've ever read. The Digital Foundry Direct special you've been waiting for. We dissect the excellent Starfield Direct, discussing rendering, visuals, gameplay, and of course the decision to cap at 30 frames per second. They made the decision after they realized they couldn't run it at 30. Question mark. I'm pretty sure this guy literally just searched Starfield in Twitter and then looked for anything that he could go and try and take a shit on, even if he was literally wrong about it, because that's the way people like to spend their days on Twitter, I guess. Although I did find some irony because another one of his recent tweets was responding to something pointing out that Spider-Man is doing well on Steam right now because it's on sale. To which he responded, Spider-Man hype is real, muscles. So by all means, hype up Spider-Man 2, but ambitious open world multi-planet RPG? You better not be excited for that, boy. I'll fucking shut you right up. Peter Ovo, who, yes, is a complete Xbox fanboy, but also he had a nice screenshot that I'm using, so fucking gimme that. Someone named Pastor PlayStation says, hope they make more review bombs. Already have 25 accounts ready for release. A little payback for Last of Us, Horizon, Gran Turismo, all PlayStation games that Xbox like to review bomb. Also, he said playback instead of payback, because being able to spell correctly is not a prerequisite of being a complete Sony fanboy. But Pastor PlayStation actually responded to this screenshot, said, look, now I'm famous, so now thanks to you, let's make it double. 50 accounts. It will be a meme anyway when you see Starfield with user score 2.0. Anyway, on Xbox minds, user score is more important. A game can be Game of the Year candidate, but have 2.0 user score and it's a flop clown emoji. You are either a troll account or legitimately delusional. I did a little digging and I actually found the original tweet here, and someone responded, "Lol, yay for you, it's sad really, but whatever boils your noodles, kid. That just shows how much hurt this game is causing you, be well." And he responds, "It's called justice." Because all those Xbox review bombs on PlayStation exclusives have been so successful. The reputation of those games have been completely tarnished forever and evermore. Good fucking lord. At this point, I just searched Starfield on Twitter and started going through the latest, and surprise, it didn't take me that long to find shit. And like, if people are gonna just randomly shit on Starfield, I might as well just randomly shit on the people shitting on it, because this is content. If Microsoft didn't buy Bethesda, we'd all have Starfield and Xbox clowns would have nothing to brag about. So you agree paying for exclusives from companies that you didn't have before is lame? If Sony didn't pay off Square Enix, we'd all have Final Fantasy 16. If Sony didn't pay off FromSoft, we'd all have Bloodborne. If Sony weren't complete dicks about the Spider-Man license, we'd all have Spider-Man. Exclusives are dumb, no matter who's doing them. But to act like Microsoft did something like uniquely shitty here is just kind of dumb. Smells like seethe to me. I like this one. Spider-Man 2 is making history with $230 collector's edition pre-order selling out within minutes. But Starfield, bro, literally no one was talking about Starfield. This is my favorite thing that Sony fanboys do. It's like they go out of their way to talk shit about Xbox at every opportunity, but then they act like whatever they said was relevant, or like they act like they were on topic by doing it. Like, PlayStation fans are some of the most boastful people on the internet, to the point that you bring up Xbox when no one is talking about Xbox. Also, Starfield's collector's edition sold out as well, so I don't really know why you're bringing Starfield up at all. That was quick. Looked like Starfield died. Spider-Man rules, the biggest IP coming out this generation. Yeah, apparently Spider-Man briefly passed Starfield on the Steam charts because it went on sale and there's a big Steam sale going on. And also the Starfield hype has been, starting to die down. I'm recording this on June 16th, so it's been 6 days since the Starfield Direct, which, like, yeah, that's how this works. That's not really the dub you think it is. The fact that it took this long for something to pass Starfield on the Steam charts, that's a testament to Starfield's success, nothing else. Like, the fact that it took this long for Starfield to move down the Steam charts, and it's still at the top of the charts, by the way, like, it's still in the top handful of games on Steam, and it's not even out yet. The fact that it took one of the biggest AAA games of recent memory to go on sale, the fact that that's what it took to bump Starfield down a bit after this much time and the game still isn't out for another like 2.5 months, that's not the W you think it is. Also, yeah, a major AAA game with the sequel coming out this year goes on sale, so obviously people are picking it up. The same way that if there's a big Bethesda sale in the near future, which I'm sure there will be, because there usually is in the mid to late summer, there's usually big Bethesda sales. I guarantee you that if there's a Bethesda RPG sale on Steam, Bethesda RPGs are going to jump to the top of the sales charts. That's just how this works. Spider-Man 2 is going to slap everything but Starfield. Also, it's going to be better than Starfield, just not so much that it makes it an afterthought. I love, like, the reluctance to talk shit about a game, like the slow acceptance that maybe Microsoft has a good exclusive coming. I haven't played either game. Spider-Man's gonna beat it, just not that bad. Spider-Man's gonna be better than every other Xbox game. But maybe not that much better than Starfield, actually. It might not actually be that much better than Starfield. Like, I love it. I just love the slow acceptance that maybe Microsoft has good games and it's really not a big deal, guys. Just play the fucking games you want to play. The fact that we're exclusive warring with 2 games that aren't even out for another few months is just fucking stupid. Series S on Starfield gonna be about 720p 23 FPS. They literally said 1440p 30, but okay. This is my favorite thing that PlayStation fanboys do, and console fanboys in general, but you see this a lot from PlayStation fanboys. It's like, you can criticize 1440p 30, you know? Like, 1440p 30 on the Series S for Starfield is a point of criticism. 30 FPS is a point of criticism. You can criticize the facts as they are, but instead, you changed the facts and criticized that, and you make yourself look stupid. Like, you could have just said the reality of the situation and criticized that, but you can't. You can't wrap your head around that. You have to make things worse than they actually are, and now you're a liar. It's like, dude, Why? This is so easy. Starfield's not even as next gen as No Man's Sky. 18 quintillion planets, 60 FPS, and multiplayer. I'm so fucking tired of the No Man's Sky comparisons. Like, yes, these two games have lots of planets and exploration on the planets, therefore they're the same. Doesn't matter that one of them is literally an RPG and the other one isn't. Like, guys, this is so low effort. I just think it's funny that the Sony guys are always so eager to juice up their exclusives without ever seeing them, or like to hype up their exclusives without ever getting a single taste of live gameplay. They shit all over Xbox for literally anything they do. They suck Sony's dick for literally anything they do. And then the second, the literal second, Microsoft has a decent exclusive on their hands, you lose your minds. The second Microsoft starts doing the exact same thing that you praise Sony for doing, you lose it. It's so stupid. But luckily for me, my entire channel is based around making fun of these people. So we win no matter what. Toodles.